Hello, everybody. I am so happy to be back in business. Finally got my tripod fixed and got myself a new phone with more storage so I can actually upload videos for you guys. So I am just smudging this area out with my Palo Santo stick, calling in on my spirit guides and angels to provide us with clear, truthful messages and clear guidance on what to do for our highest good to bring in all our desired manifestations that are to our highest good. So here we are. I have my little tea light going and I'm so happy to be back, you guys. Thank you so much to everyone who stuck with me and for your patience as I figured myself out here with this. So, because I haven't done this in so long, I cannot remember how exactly I had everything set up to where, my cards won't catch fire or anything. I'll just put it to the side. And here we go. I today am just being called to use some special decks, and the Bohemian Gothic Tarot is new to my collection. It is something that I was hoping to have for the Samhain or Halloween season, but it didn't get here in time. So I have it now, but that's okay because we are still wintering, right? And tomorrow, if you are like me in the Pacific Standard Time Zone, is January 20th. And that means that Pluto is entering Aquarius, where it's going to, well, I think it's going to transit out at some point during September, and then it's going to go back, where it's going to stay in Aquarius for 43 years. Now, think back to what was happening in your life around 2008. That is the last time that Pluto actually made a transit into a different star sign. It was in the sign of Capricorn. And now people with Aquarius placements, fixed placements, are probably going to be the most affected by this transit, but it is going to affect everybody overall. So buckle down, you guys, because this is going to be a major transformation for people. And it's like when you look back after this transit, it's almost going to be like you don't even recognize yourself, because you have literally shed so many layers of old skin, and this is not always easy. Change is not always easy, and depending on what kind of change is coming in to level you up, sometimes that really takes a toll on you. As much as we know that everything is happening for us, it's just like traumatic childbirth, right? For some people, even after they see, the face of their baby and they feel that ultimate joy, they don't forget the trauma. Like that scar, so to speak, is kind of always emotionally and mentally there. And that's something that just comes with change. And especially the more we resist it, the more scarred we tend to become, because we're not opening ourselves up to allow it. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably saw my post a couple of days ago where I talk about, change and healing kind of being like a childbirth process, where we have to work in tandem, in rhythm with our body to birth this child into the world. You use your contractions as a gauge for when to push, and when you're not having contractions, that's kind of when you relax back and you gather your strength for when the next one comes. You don't just keep pushing no matter what, because that is going to put your body in harm's way and potentially your baby as well. So with that acknowledgement that change is never easy, even if it's a welcome change, it's not always easy. In fact, most times it's not easy. Let's head right on into this reading and kind of look at the Twin Flame Collective, see what is going on there. So I've already shuffled these cards. And Spirit, what information do we need to know with this major transit coming up? Let's see, we have Page of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, and Strength. So Four of Cups was one of the first cards, or underneath that stack. This is a card of kind of not just meditation and contemplation, but also kind of boredom, dissociation, disinterest in what is going on around you. And this strongly feels like it's mirrored energy between masculines and feminines. Maybe you kind of feel like you're tired of the everyday routine, just going through the motions in your life, and you are wanting something new, you're wanting something different, you're wanting to share your moments with your counterpart, you're wanting to have a counterpart to do those couplesy things with. And it's required a lot of inner strength to get through this separation phase. And it's for the divine masculines especially. Like right now I'm just noticing this woman getting out of the coffin. It's like this masculine had been in a long hibernation, and now all of a sudden he's being woken up to come forth. And the red, the color red on this cloth here, is just really giving root chakra energy, and also a little bit of sacral energy, even though sacral tends to be more orange, but for some reason it's just coming through. And I'm kind of feeling like spasms in my sacral area. And to me, that means that whatever wounds or unhealed energies were harbored within that space for masculines and feminines alike, it's being pushed out, it's being released. There's a sense of calm that has been absent for so long that it's almost strange. I'm hearing that some divine feminines, especially that are feeling this calm energy, are feeling like, you know, what surprises are in store? Is this a calm before the storm, or is this, you know, but with the Three of Cups here, yes, this can be a karmic card, but I don't get karmic energy here. I'm getting like a reconciliation, joyous, celebratory energy from this card. I feel like with the Page of Cups following that Three of Cups energy is manifesting as the divine masculine takes steps to communicate. And this is especially true for those twin flames that have probably been out of contact for many years now. Like it feels like the couples that I'm channeling have not seen or heard from each other in a very long time. What else do we need to know, Spirit? I'm being shown at one of my oracle decks. So, and here we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, I feel like this is actually you, divine feminine. I feel like you are kind of looking at everything from a much deeper, healed, mature, safely grounded understanding, to where you're not allowing your emotions to take you on a roller coaster ride anymore. You're kind of objectively looking at, well, with the Six of Pentacles, you know, the divine masculine had been so unbalanced. How could I expect him to pour into me? You know, and this is just the time that he or she needed to get where they need to be in order to be able to do anything about this connection. And I think it's important to remember that, you know, sometimes no matter how badly we want to do something, we have to take care of other obligations, whether it be spiritual, material, financial, career, job-wise, before we can make a move, right? This card is extremely synchronistic. For example, you know, for those people who work in the corporate world, or who you know, are employed by a company or another person, you have a schedule where you are on the clock, right? And while you're on the clock, you're expected to make the company shine a certain way. Your work is supposed to shine, even though you may have this urge to be doing something else. You can't do it while you're on the clock. You have to wait until your shift ends, right? Or depending on what it is, you have to wait till you go on vacation. Well, for the divine masculines, especially that had other obligations, had to get those obligations out of the way before they were able to come forward, you guys, to share their love. This is amazing. Like, the synchronicity of the cards is amazing. And this is the number 3 card. So whenever I see 333, I think of getting back on the right path. I think, and this is the number 7 card, you know, there's divine luck surrounding these counterparts now, these situations that are being dealt with. You have learned your lessons. Divine masculines have definitely learned them the hard way, but at least the lessons have been learned. And sometimes learning it the hard way is what makes it stick, right? Like they say, when someone struggles with a certain subject, they become the best teachers for that sometimes, because they know what it takes to understand the points that are necessary. That's not always the case, but it does tend to be the case sometimes. And I feel like for the divine masculines, these lessons had to be learned the hard way for multiple reasons. It seems like, you know, not only did they have to confront their own inner demons through this, you know, parts of themselves that they had shut off, hidden away, symbolized by the moon here, but they also had to close out past life chapters. They had to close out cycles that had caused turbulence in the twin flame connection in previous lives. I feel like for some twin flames who are listening, there was an element of deception even in the past life, where either the divine masculine or the karmic partner, or who knows, even the divine feminine maybe, you know, could have deceived a karmic partner, could have deceived their twin flame in some way, and that created some karmic debt that needed to be paid. And whoever, if there is a karmic person involved, you know, in your particular situation, then it very well could be a past life karmic debt to that person. I'm just being given, like, there was some sort of deception that, you know, one person meant one thing and kind of put on a front to do something else, and then fled the scene, and the, you know, one of the two parties was left pining for the other person, whereas the other person really didn't want them. They were just kind of being manipulative in some way, and that debt had to be paid off so that it doesn't come in between the twin flames when they are ready for union in this lifetime. That is a very specific message for somebody that's coming through here. So use your intuition to know if that resonates for you. I know some people on this channel have prophetic dreams and such. So if you resonate with that, you may even have dreamt about these things. You possibly could have seen flashes of this in meditation, or just downloaded it as a form of claircognizance about what is going on in your twin flame connection, about karmic situations or persons or parties involved. I feel like Spirit had kind of been giving you inklings and little droplets of hints to keep you in the loop and yet keep you emotionally and spiritually protected at the same time. I just keep hearing the word jealousy. It could be that for some of you, there is a karmic party that is extremely jealous of the masculine's love for you. They're jealous of you because they think you're interfering in their connection, if there is some kind of a connection between you and the masculine, or even a perceived connection. somebody here is being like stalked by somebody, by the karmic. I feel like, and this is another very specific message as well. I feel like the karmic party that I'm channeling here is kind of like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're showing up, you know, like at the far end of a parking lot at the Divine Feminine's job, or if they are like looking them up online or doing something of that sort to kind of get an idea of what is going on with the feminine and potentially in connection with the masculine. For like, this is very specific. I don't think this is happening for everybody, probably not even for most people. This could just be for like a select few people that I'm downloading this. It's just so weird. It's randomly coming through here. But I feel like tomorrow is a major day, and there's a lot of past that's coming up to be put away for good, you know, to kind of tie that ribbon on it and put it away and say, okay, we're done with this forever now. And for some signs, this could really, really be difficult, especially for water sign placements, air sign placements. Of course, Aquarius is an air sign. People whose astrology falls under fixed signs, they're the ones that are probably going to have some form of emotional upheaval from tomorrow, maybe even through April, because there's another major astrological transit that's taking place around the end of April that is meant to trigger some deep and much needed, potentially long overdue conversations that will help people decide if a relationship is something that they want to keep or if it's something that they want to close and walk away from. And I feel like a lot of major decision making is going to be happening around that time. So the upheavals are already starting, and they're building up to that point where it's going to be catalyzing some major change in the collective. So I'm already feeling it. It's like a heart racing and that churning in your stomach of like, you know, something's coming. But I'm also feeling like this calm, and this calm seems to be coming more so from Divine Feminines than anybody else, honestly. It feels like even through the storm, some Divine Feminines are completely unfazed. Like, it seems like, okay, so I'm hearing a Divine Feminine step in to say, I've done all the work I could. I have literally given it everything I had. And now I'm just going to sit back and let things play out. Like, I'm going to let the situation unfold naturally because there's nothing more that I can do. There's no more help that I can extend to my masculine. There's like, it's literally all on the runner party now. And this is like the epitome of balanced energy, because when nobody's chasing, there's nothing to run from, right? So it really feels like, whether it's the masculine or the feminine, now remember, this has nothing to do with biological gender. It's simply a balance of the energies we have within us, and whichever one is more prominent in terms of the connection that we're referring to here. And whoever it was that was running from this connection, whether it was the divine masculine or the divine feminine, their lower chakras are definitely healing and making them more stable so that they can discern where their actions so far have taken them, where they want or need to be at this time, and how every choice that they make every day is either leading them to it or from it. So it's almost like another level of awakening that I'm downloading here for the runner collective, I'll call it. And for the Chaser Collective, I really hate using those labels, honestly, because, you know, twin flame connections are so intense and they're so different. It's not like somebody's just being needy and clingy and running after the other person. It's like it's coming from the core of you. Like you love this person from your core. They are literally a part of you. You know, so I don't mean to say that in any kind of negative way. But you all know what I mean here, right? So for the people that were in that category, it's like there's no chasing in them anymore. They're not trying to control the situation. They're not trying to control the narrative or how anything is going to unfold. They're just trusting. They have literally left it up to their guides. They have literally left it up to the universe, whatever higher power they resonate with, and said, I have done my part. I have literally done everything and anything that I could. And now, divine, it's all up to you. And I'm just going to sit back and allow my blessings to come into me because I've done the work. Now it's my turn to reap the rewards. Like, this is what I'm hearing, this divine feminine voice come in to say. I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps, you guys. And I'm channeling all of this, like just literally downloading it left and right, and I'm not even using cards. So let's try to get back to the cards and see if they have anything else to say. Let's see tomorrow. What can the Divine Feminine Collective expect? 9 of Pentacles, you guys. That abundance, that security within oneself that we were just talking about. Queen of Swords again. I told you, Divine Feminines, this is your energy. 6 of Pentacles. You gave it your all. You have given it your all already. And here it is, Page of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. Right when you surrender and you realize that, you know, of course you want it, but you're not hankering after it anymore. Like, I don't want it that bad anymore to where I'm like, you know, going to put myself in knots or get all out of sorts about it. And you just put that intention out there and you relax and you let your blessings come in from the universe. That is the energy that I'm seeing right now. There's a lot of positive shifts for the Divine Feminine Collective. You have been at rock bottom. You have fought your demons. You have faced your own inner toxicities and put them to rest in a way. You know, like it's almost like this cycle with the 10 of Swords just completed. You came out of that rock bottom phase, and you know, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom in order to rise up again. Sometimes it's just the thing, but it's like that's not where you belong anymore, Divine Feminine. Do you see the moon shining up above in the Devil card? And it's like it's dusk here and nighttime here in the other card. It's absolutely amazing. The darkest hour is just before dawn is what I just heard one of my guides say. Absolutely. You have lived your darkest hours, Divine Feminine. There's balance. There's temperance coming in here. There is alchemy. You are an alchemist, Divine Feminine. You have taken all that pain. I mean, the pain from the 10 of Swords is no joke. Look, this person is crying at a graveyard. Like, it literally feels like death. It feels like losing somebody that you love, that you didn't know how to do without in your lifetime, and you were hoping that you would never have to do without that person in your lifetime. But now we have a renewal. We have the 2 of Cups. We have a mutual sharing of affection, emotion, self-expression, emotional expression. You've been waiting for this. Like, you guys, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And notice the moon again here. And moon is definitely divine feminine energy, whereas the sun is definitely divine masculine energy. This is like shining its light on the divine feminine, this soft, submissive beauty that comes with love, that comes with true unconditional love, is shining through here. I just heard one of my guides say it's not a one-way street anymore. This is such beautiful energy. It's like I'm literally almost tearing up. This is the long-awaited reward of a lifetime. Like, all of those dreams that you were imagining are about to come true. All of those intentions that you put out there for, you know, the type of lifestyle that you wanted to live with your counterpart, the experiences you wanted to have with your counterpart. I'm downloading like sleigh rides for some people, or carriage rides. It's possible. Maybe that's something that you always dreamt of doing with your counterpart, or always wanted to do. It's like I'm seeing all of that manifesting. Like, this is your year. And 2024 is an 8 year, and 8 is all about abundance. Whilst you are focused on creating more stability in your life, for some of you, you might even be buying a new home sometime this year. I'm hearing that somebody is going to be getting out of some major debt this year as well. I'm just downloading all kinds of information, you guys. So I apologize, but this is all coming through, and it's all such positive energy. Like, some of you are really going to be getting out of some, like, somebody's getting some sort of debt forgiven here. Somebody is getting some sort of promotion, or going on some kind of vacation. Like, it's like the finances are so abundant that you're finally able to like live out some travel dreams of yours, and this comes after some sort of a promotion. And if it isn't you that's getting promoted, it very well could be your counterpart, and they're going to be coming into your life like right as all those doors of abundance are opening for them as well, and they're sharing their abundance with you. So if you are one of those star signs that is going to be experiencing the emotional upheaval, just know that the light at the end of the tunnel is really, really beautiful. And this tunnel doesn't have to be as long as you're not resisting the necessary changes. Flow with it. I just keep hearing the words flow with it. I think that's just a beautiful place to wrap up this reading. There's a lot of good coming your way in the collective, and it's all you've earned it. You know, this is your reward for all the hard work, all of the heartache, all of the sticking it through with your counterpart, even though it felt like it was a one-way street, because you knew that what you were experiencing had a higher reason behind it. And I'm not saying that, you know, you should do that, or that you have to do that to get this abundance. Not at all. This is for those group of people that resonate with that energy of knowing that their twin flame connection is mutual. All twin flame connections are mutual, so it's a matter of knowing whether or not this person is truly your twin flame, or a catalyst, or a karmic of some sort, etc. Right? Never should you ever put yourself in a situation where you are depriving yourself of the pleasures you deserve, of the happiness you deserve. Never should you ever put yourself in a situation that compromises your mental or emotional health, that lowers your vibration in a way that can be helped, you know, or sticking it through with somebody that you don't feel is ever going to come through for you, but this is for those people that in the core of their soul knew that something was different and this was their path. That, you know, they knew in the end everything would come together for them. It's almost like this divine knowing. It's not a guessing game, you know, so definitely use your discernment when you take these messages, because these are collective readings, not personal readings. But that is what I'm seeing here for that group that is coming through so strongly tonight. So do let me know in the comments what resonated. I'm going to wrap it up right here. If you are new here, welcome. I invite you to come and join me on Instagram, where I run pretty regular specials, and you can also book your reading of choice at any time. Just check out my services highlight. I will link my Instagram handle and my TikTok handle in the video description box below. Instagram is also the place to purchase my twin flame manifestation affirmations. So many people have seen beautiful results with it. If you stop by my Instagram page, just click on the highlight titled Affirmations, and you can see reviews from clients over the years. And it's really, really been beneficial to so many people. So I invite you to join me there and be a part of my Twin Flame Soul Tribe on Instagram as well as TikTok. And I will talk to you all again in the next video. Have a beautiful weekend.